what kind of cushion?
It was a cushion.
Like for piles or?
It wasn't a donut cushion. It was simply like a throw pillow sort of thing. So
It came from where? China?
yes.
So it was in a small box.
Yeah, it was
So
like
you're telling this
vacuum
little,
sealed.
are you saying this little has walked past,
Committed a crime.
seen it, and the parent has told
I reckon
him,
they went up the shop, they saw it, because my young fella was on night shift, so he was house minding, and he'd been asleep all day because he didn't get in until really late, and the postman left it at lunchtime, and got pinched about 5 o'clock in the arvo before he got out of bed.
Right.
And I reckon they've gone up the shop, spotted it, and gone, if that's there when we come back, we'll take it, and then we'll go buy some shard with the proceeds.
We'll sell it. We'll buy some shine.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Anyway.
get stoned on it.
So that's what happened. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
it was a cushion.
it was a cushion.
Have you ever thought about real quickly just filling like a box like that?
Yes. Yes, I have.
With cat turds.
Yes.
Out of the cat turd, like
Yeah, it'll just go.
kitty litter.
Yes. Now, I'm actually going to fill it with cat turds, but I'm going to go and better sprinkle that with glitter
Right.
and then put a little false bottom in with a spring. So when they open it at home, it goes boing, and the cat turds and the glitter go like a shower of stupidity all over their hovels.
Are you not afraid of your windows or car getting kicked in or something like that? Doing that?
No.
Because I know there's a bloke that does that on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
this
he
is where
gave me
you
the idea.
This is where you got the idea.
Yeah, but I'm not going to like put 4 mobile phones in it like a skank-proof box and.
So you've only got a mailbox at the front of the property,
Yes.
right? You don't have like a slit in the door where people
No,
can
God, no.
insert that. Well, you would be very, very happy that you're not this grandmother we're about to talk about. She said that she had to phone her son to identify a vibrator that came through a letterbox.
Was it on?
Dorothy Urquhart.
Oh, poor Dot.
Yeah, poor Dot, 73 years old, found a purple dildo dangling from a door and said it wasn't very clean and had stuff on it.
Ew.
Her neighbour, who's only 33 years old, 40 years younger than her, was taken to court, but the case was dropped halfway through when prosecutors realised the vibrator hadn't been brought to court. Now, Dorothy said it was a horrible thing to discover in your home. I'm bitterly disappointed about what happened in court, okay? So they found this.
She got the dick in
She
court.
did get the dick. The court heard that Dorothy's relationship with her neighbour had deteriorated after she complained about the noise she was making. It culminated in the dildo being posted in her letterbox on March 31st last year.
Wow.
Now, look, a lot of people that get noise complaints, for example, will deny that wasn't us. How
Yeah.
can you prove it? Well, if you stick a whirring dildo in the next door neighbour's mail flap and probably had the shit going, like, oh, I'm going to put an extra couple of D-cell
Couple of
batteries.
freshies in there.
Couple of freshies in there. It's going to whir, and the thing got thrown out in court, not the dildo. The case got thrown out in court because the plaintiff didn't bring said dildo.
Why didn't the plod have the wang? Couldn't have
the
been
plod-
taken in evidence?
Mate, the plod's got the... Have you seen the bill? Man, that whole thing's full of wang. Seriously, if you're going to
swab it for human material? Do you reckon it comes straight from vag to slot, or do you reckon it was, sitting around for a while, or she used under the cover of darkness and then just...
Do you know what?
And then just threw it in?
No, but if she was that vile a
It's
neighbour...
vile. That is vile.
She probably went vag to slot. No, she's probably gone, flesh tunnel to male slot, so to speak. How else am I describe it?
Well, that'd make it easy to get in the slot, like if it was used.
What, greased?
Greased, yeah. I didn't know where to go, what word to use for that.
Honed.
Honed.
Honed. Honed? Is that the word we use? The burble@gmail.com.
Please tell us.
Look, I don't know. These mail slots are designed for mail. It may be small packages.
The dildo was male, I'm assuming.
No, but it's more of a round shape, I would imagine. I've never seen... No, I've never... hang on a minute. I've never seen a flat-ish dildo. These days, though, I've seen
the alien ones and the horse ones and
no. So I've seen the ones that basically look like a clown balloon that is not inflated, right? And it sticks out, right?
Right.
But the bulk of it's in there. So the retrieval system is this little thing that comes out.
Like a pull start.
Like a pull stop, so to speak. And look, I don't know about cam girls, but I mean, I do, but I don't. The thing is that they have it in there and then they can, like, it's only like a small protrusion from flesh wall.
And then you can just
to the world.
And then you can just pull out this apparatus.
But you don't know what's going on with the apparati inside, so to speak. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, so
we've lost our way here.
The court heard that that Dorothy's relationship with her deteriorated after she complained about the noise she was making.
Was she like rooting or was it part?
Well, if her name is Dorothy, obviously she's
no. So hang on. Did the neighbour complain about Dot's noise or did not complain Dot complain about the neighbour's noise?
I'm fairly sure it was Dot complaining about the noise from the neighbour.
And was that because the neighbour was getting in on the flesh stick or?
Yeah. But ladies, explain to me, like, because these things are expensive. Why are you sending a $197 dildo through an old lady's mailbox? Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to stuff that in there? That costs you that money. And you had to be home when it was delivered because you think that, sorry, I don't want to be like Az, where you got a cushion sent to him and then all of a sudden it's gone. And then there's some dildo that you've ordered, okay, that gets pinched. The neighbours are going to titter and laugh at you.
Titter.
They're going to titter and laugh. They're going to guffaw. They're going to, like, belly scratch and slap their knee knowing that you ordered this prime device, which you think you can stuff in Dot's mailbox.
Straight from the vag.
Straight from the fresh. Fresh from the sea. You know, there's little caravans filled of ice. They go to regional areas. Fresh from the sea. You want a fresh dildo? Why are you looking at your watch for?
Guess I don't know where else to look right now.
The battle. This is going to be good. With Benny and Az.
I got to think that the rest of this podcast is probably going to be a speed round. So let's get into it. How would you find, Az, if you're walking around the cemetery looking for loved ones and all that kind of thing, to lay flowers down, all that kind of stuff, that you find your own tombstone?
You'd look around for the camera crew, wouldn't you? You'd think you'd been punked or something.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher, you're looking for that. Well, a bloke has actually found his own grave at a cemetery after a disgruntled ex-wife placed it there.
It's not cheap to put a tombstone up either.
No, it's not.
Like, she must have really hated him.
Well,
do you reckon he boofed his sister? Maybe threw a dildo through the door slot or something?
Don't know, but anyway, he's gone into the cemetery and found his own gravestone in this cemetery. Now, Alan's the bloke who's found this, right? He said he was worried about the fact that no one phoned him for 3 or 4 months. He couldn't figure out why, but now he believes that people thought that he'd carked it.
Because she faked his own death.
He blames his ex-wife for putting the gravestone there, although he admits that he can't be certain that it was her that did it.
Who else is going to do it?
Now, if you're in a disgruntled relationship, then you sign some papers, you go f*** off, and you f*** off, right? Yep. There's a lot of f***offery, right? Between you and her and you, whatever it is.
And then you just go your separate ways, and you're done with it.
You're done with it. You go, I'm not dealing with that mutt anymore. Her, all that shit, right? Then you go for a stroll down the
cemetery, as you do.
The lawn cemetery. All of a sudden, you see there's a freshly dug grave, and here's this tombstone that says your name on it. Well, anyway, he was retired, 75 years old. Goes, phone hasn't rung in 3 or 4 months. I've been confused by that, and now I know why. He goes, I don't even want to be buried. I want to be cremated. But yet there's a tombstone.
Oh, well.
With his name on it down the local lawn cemetery.
Well, do you reckon you get a 2-for-1 when he does shuffle off? They'll just open up the grave and shove him in?
I have no idea. Now, listen, look, graves aren't cheap, bro.
No, fuck no.
Graves aren't cheap. So anyway, there's a photo of Alan right here next to his tombstone, which is down the lawn cemetery. This is over in England, right? I'm still alive, he said. But, however, though, when he had to contact credit companies, banks and shit like that, they went,
no, you're dead, mate.
No, you're dead. So
she did. She pulled the ultimate prank on him.
Oh, mate, this ex-wife him over.
God.
Completely. So, ladies, if you're listening out there, if you want to, piss off that husband that you just don't love.
Kill him.
You could do that.
We could fake kill him.
Because you'll go to jail for that. Or alternatively, you could just get like a bobcat with, attachments.
Get yourself some masonry tools and chisel out a tombstone.
Now, look, he said also that his social media had gone silent. It had actually turned into a Remembering Alan page, which happens on Facebook. So if someone dies, they've got
turn it into a weird, well, not weird, but turn it into one of those pages where everyone just says, miss you, happy birthday, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, he hadn't used his social...
I think he would have noticed.
Well, he's old. He doesn't know how to use social media, even though Facebook is the oldest social media. Actually, no. Radio is the oldest social media. But I'm saying at this point in time, though, he didn't use Facebook. Wasn't a adept at it.
Thing.
Wasn't a thing for him, all that kind of thing. But anyway, he noticed that his Facebook page had turned into a remembering because someone dies and people post things. They've got an algorithm or whatever it is that picks up that stuff. So they know that it's a in memoriam sort of fate. Well, that's what happened to him. So all of a sudden his social media is gone, you're dead. This gravestone says you're dead. The only person he can figure out that f***ed him over is his ex-wife.
You do the math.
What type of do you need to be? What type of ex-wife do you need to be to do that?
To really go that hard.
To go that hard.
Like, that's the extra mile. Now,
the first thing, he said it was done without his knowledge and the whole thing was like something out of Only Fools and Horses. So obviously he sits on his ass all day long watching the BBC classics and shit like that. This sounds like this is coming from an episode of Fawlty Towers. Blokes, choose your words wisely.
Yeah.
Do not mention that there's a plot board or whatever down the lawn cemetery. Don't let them have power of attorney or power of headstone, so to speak, to be able to set up that kind of stuff.
They start
because they'll do it. They'll just go, headstone, you're dead. Off. And that's hard to swipe right on in Tinder if you're dead.
You reckon a Tinder name's 1 foot in the grave?
I don't buy my own underwear, and this is something I'll admit to everyone. No, I don't. I don't go, I need new undies. Now, my fiance goes, she changes them every 3 months.
She's a good egg.
Now, look, she might be a good egg, but apparently you just change them every 3 months because elasticity dies, they might be.
I just usually change mine when a testy pops out the side and you go, they're a bit old.
I've got undies where I've still got testy pop out. Now, in summer, that's great for me. Not great for the suede couch, but it's great for me.
Or anyone around you.
Yeah, well, I'm not sitting here all spread eagle with my undies out on the couch in summer. This is why I go, we don't have aircon. It's not great to hang out at my place. We'll go outside for a beer in the patio, but that's it. But I'm not spread eagle with the leg up there going blah, because it's nice to feel the fan on the ball, right? They're not moth-eaten, okay? But she changes them every 2 to 3 months, buys a new pack, off the other ones, right?
Righto.
Just gets rid of them. Now, have you ever thought about designer undies? And I'm not talking about the Calvin Klein or anything like that, but have you ever thought about buying your own sort of designer undies?
No.
How would you go, and the boys, how would they go in denim?
Ooh, scratchy.
Well,
scratchy yet utilitarian, hard wearing. If you had to grind your crotch against something all day, you'd probably want to be in denim. Well, leather as well.
Well, apparently denim undies have been around since last year, 2019. Now,
for men or for women?
Both.
Ooh.
Both. Denim undies.
No, yeah.
You're going full commit with these. You have to. You have to. If there's a stray hair that comes out the side, it's going to look very 70s.
Oh, yes. It's going to look like Swedish porno.
It's going to look like Swedish porn, like there's a thatch, you could plant pumpkins and water that shit and grow it. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
On top of the
reenact the musical Hair.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ.